Welcome back everyone to VGL. When we last left off, we had just left the last planet and now we're on to planet Pokitaru or something like that. With me...
Right. Lawai Resort and Jawai Resort and Pokitaru. That's right. Sorry.
Oh god, what a way to start off with that explosion. With me is Mad Dragon 249.
Yay.
And the Ice Bear Juju.
I don't know. Go back a minute.
I find it annoying that they stretch that guy out. He looks so fat.
Hey, you two are the first friendly faces I've seen in weeks. You are friendly, aren't you?
To you, yes. To him, no.
Well, friend.
Is it just me or does this guy's... Is it just me or does this guy's voice sound really distorted? Is that supposed to be because he's an alien? Or...
Yeah, no, I thought he sounded robotic as well.
Yeah.
There's a bit too much stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
However, I just so happen to have one, count 'em one, O2 mask left.
How much?
It's not for sale.
But you said.
I said I had a deal, and indeed I do. You boys get rid of those Blarg ships, and it's yours. Just escort me to the other end of this resort, and you can use our jet fighter.
Jet?
I forget why I had a lot of difficulty in this level, but I feel like it was one of the more difficult levels. And it is an escort one, so those are always annoying.
Yeah, although I don't think he can die, can he?
No. But just because I have to escort someone, that makes it more annoying.
That cannon's a good choice for this level.
But on the downside, now that I've selected it, it's going to be in the side always.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Pyrocitor is also a good choice for this level.
Yeah, they're good against ankle biters. Managed to dodge it very effectively.
I really wish I hadn't gotten myself blown up at the very start of this level.
Yeah, you would have a whole extra... Oh, you wouldn't have died.
I wouldn't have died.
Lame.
Exactly.
Lamey McChumpington. God, dude, the guy just doesn't fit the screen at all, does he? Doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe he did the promotional video in a different resolution or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I really do have to go back and play the PS2 version to see like how it compares. See which glitches were in it and which ones Idle Minds added. Maybe this is secretly just a Silent Hill HD collection and no one knew about it.
Yeah, you get to a secret area and you unlock Silent Hills.
I like the water texture that the game has. It looks really nice,
It's
especially
good considering how shit the lava was.
yeah. But it's cool because like the Dreamcast sold itself on like we can do water and no other console can. Yet you got this and it's like yeah, this looks pretty damn good. Dreamcast, shut the hell up.
I mean, there's some PS2 games that did really good water. Like I know God of War always stood out for me.
God of War was always a surprisingly amazing graphically good game because it ran at 60 FPS and was super smooth and everything.
What was it recently as well? I don't know where I got it or how I can remember it, but it's like something about God of War 3 like looking so good, you know, and that the only reason they were able to make it look so good and run so good was because it was like fixed camera. Or something like that.
God of War 1?
No, I mean number 3.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you said that.
All of them. Probably all of them as well.
Yeah, because I imagine...
if you were allowed to move the camera around, like...
They'd have to render like the back side of things where you can't see with the camera where it is, and that allows them to add more polygons to areas where you just see stuff. That's true.
We need to do those games as well.
You need to do those games.
Yeah.
Like every time we record, we list
like,
another 5 games
we need to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to do the Metal Gear Solid series, starting with MGS5 from Ice Bear.
Yeah.
We've done Rising, right?
Yeah, we've done Rising.
Yeah, we did Vengeance, Rising Revenge. Oh, Raven, you're just such a noob.
I could see them coming.
It makes
got
me
one
physically
hit.
sick to watch you.
Wait, do you ever throw the wrench in this?
Yeah, you can. You
Yeah,
just have
you
to
can throw the
press
wrench. You have to crouch
L1.
to do it.
L-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but I can't remember you throwing it. Like, right
I
now...
did it at the
would
very
be a
start of the
perfect
game.
opportunity.
Look at Raven getting his ass kicked like a chump.
I told you it was one of the more difficult levels. For me, anyway.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of fish.
Quite cool how they animate differently when he's on low health.
Oh, that's a cute
Low
little
attack,
idle
whatever.
animation.
Yeah, he's tired. He's got a
And
sad
dead.
face.
Second death of this level.
To be fair, there was no chance of you surviving that section with 1 health.
Yeah, by the way, I don't think the checkpoint is normally there. I think I just skipped to it. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I remember the checkpoints being pretty spread out.
It's also not like this game to use an actual fade transition. Usually just snaps to things.
Well, we're nearly at the end of this little section. Although, actually, no, there's like another... There's like a city section with them now that we've gotten past the beach area. I don't know how the fishes managed to get to the city. Wait, are they even in the city? It's been so long since I've played this game. I've just got vague memories of what it's supposed to be like.
Oh, that sounds awful. I'd hate to have to commentate a game in that fashion.
I know.
The casual wrench to the crotch.
Who doesn't love a good wrench to the crotch?
Is that the name of the next Ratchet and Clank game? Yeah, I should think that those fire hydrants or something would be probably destructible.
I like this road. It looks very futuristic. I can see
It's
that happening.
very cool. It's needlessly ostentatious, but it's very cool.
Yeah. By the way, I died, but I edited it out so you couldn't see me dying. So if you're wondering why there was a fade transition, that's why. The game's not actually that fancy.
Yeah.
I'm just being really careful here because one hit and that's it. Unless I go get that nanotech over there. Why didn't they just get that instead of playing it safe?
Now where's that?
Right there in that locked garage.
Why do you even do anything, Raven? Really?
Because we've got to commentate it, duh.
Very astute observation, Mr. Shiny. I can't open it either. I don't trust the tourists, and the board of directors don't trust me. So we have a little problem.
We have a little problem. I just want the O2 mask. So if you can't open up the lock, that's your problem. Now cough up the mask.
Well, I can see that you really wanted to fly our jet. So I'll tell you what. Go talk to Bob at his Robo Shack. He knows about.
Did he miss the beginning of that then?
Who's... Oh yeah, that's right. Bob is different from Al.
Yeah, they're related though.
Yeah.
Do either of them make a comeback in the later games?
Al is a recurring character.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that, but what about his friend? Cousin, whatever.
I don't recall him being in any later games.
Oh, it's his brother. I thought they were cousins. I love that little animation. Ooh!
You know about those gizmos, huh?
It's like he's Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's got a real special power slam move built right in. It's a good thing I need this to get to that jet, or you'd be out of luck, pal.
I figured he'd enjoy having an upgrade that allows him to slam on his butt. Like, that would probably hurt Clank.
Hmm.
Well, there you are, little buddy. Better new. That's right. I am the man.
I'm not a fan of this design for Clank. I much prefer the heli one.
It's kind of weird how he like has wings half the time and nobody explains where his arms go.
They're in his backpack.
I like how you use the thrusters to go down faster.
Our scanners do not indicate.
Ah, so now you need to go get power.
Go to the test facility, yeah.
Just to get the O2 mask.
There is a sort of lot of Metroid-y toing and trying, isn't there?
It's like just a lot of backtracking. Just
Yeah.
thing.
Am I thinking of the right series of Metroid?
Well,
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You say that as if you don't have much experience with Metroid.
I don't have much experience
I think-
with Metroid.
You had an N64, didn't you?
No.
Oh, wait.
There was never a Metroid game.
Yeah,
on
that's what I was just gonna say that. I mean, like, I thought,
I'd
like,
say
he had
the
an
Mega
N64, and then...
Good.
What
And then,
was that?
And then
The
a
best
PS2.
A PS2, did you say? That's the best console. I think I did a jump cut there. My bad. I'll try to play better in the future. For Ratchet and Clank 2... What?
Back I go, more ammo.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like you got about. Okay, you can.
I'm a cheapskate, okay?
Yeah, you are. A cheapskate who doesn't want to spend all that money he doesn't spend on weapons.
Oh.
Did you just remember something, Mad Dragon, or were you
No.
supporting my sick burn on Raven?
I gotta go to the fire department.
That's a real beauty.
Oh, get the glove thing. I can't remember what it was, but... see, that's so annoying that you're not buying all the weapons.
Damn it, past Raven.
I'm sorry, I was being so, frugal? I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what game it is, if there's like weapons or armor or something like that, I need to buy them all, just for the sake of having them all.
We're not letting you play, like, Resident Evil 4 or anything like that.
It's worse in something like Monster Hunter, because that's the whole point of the game, is to, like, grind and farm for materials to make the stuff.
Yeah, no. See, I'm, once I find something that works, I rarely ever, like, change from it. Like in Dark Souls, I kept my broadsword for the majority of the game, and it wasn't until the halfway point where I actually changed weapons, and then I kept that until the end game. That's how I am in most games. I'll keep the same weapon. Unless the game is like Devil May Cry, where it encourages you to swap weapons, then I'm sticking with my, tried and tested.
The thing, in something like Dark Souls, though, you sort of, like, build up sort of a play style to the particular weapon type and build and stuff like that.
But we should leave that discussion there and, do that for Dark Souls, maybe.
We had to mention Dark Souls somewhere, didn't we?
I guess so, you're right. But I feel
Dark
like...
Souls is a well that will never run dry, Raven.
I'm sure Namco Bandai hope so.
Ships back there. Is it actually optional to destroy all of them? Because, yeah, there's one right there that you could destroy.
Maybe, I think I might have just
Thanks for
missed
listening
it.
to my advice, past Raven.
No problem.
I wonder if it's a golden bolt thing or something. No, it just gives you your normal bolts.
God, we're looking at this spaghetti texture again.
Yep. I don't get why it's suddenly lava everywhere, actually. Is it a I guess it's a volcanic island, but, like, I swear you, like, transition from the sea to lava everywhere awfully easily.
I changed planets.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm paying attention.
Are you sleepy or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
You were yawning earlier. Although that was during a
Yawned
turret
once.
section.
It's an epidemic. Yeah, it was during the turret section. Come on, don't send anyone to sleep.
I think there is a golden bolt hidden around here. I just can't remember if I find it or not. I really shouldn't have watched a Let's Play by someone else while I was doing one myself. Oh yeah, there's the golden bolt. You can see it. Far off.
If you say so.
Do you see it now?
There it is.
I do see it now.
Okay, good.
Oh, does destroying that ship create a bridge or something?
I hope so.
Or do you never bother to check?
Doesn't
Any
seem
point
like...
in destroying those?
Well, those ones create a bridge.
Oh no.
It's Mario 64 style of, platforming. Burn your ass and you manage to skip like half the level.
Yeah, sometimes I would just do that tactically, like I couldn't be asked trying to make a jump. Oh,
wait.
certainly
You
didn't notice.
You didn't
falling
see
into the lava
anything.
Nobody noticed.
I think
I like how
the
Ratchet was kind of staring at the camera all funny, like, what? You didn't see anything.
yeah, I think it was just my hop messing up there.
Oh,
More
if you say
reasons
so.
why Mad Dragon should record everything. That and apparently I rushed through everything. Does this look like rushing to
It's
you?
true.
I didn't even
Well,
notice
it
you
sort of
changed
does.
planets had gone so fast.
Oh yes.
Don't even bother fighting these guys. Like, outside the turret. There's no point. Oh, so many bolts. So many. Nom, 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 nom. I think around this point the game starts to consistently get more difficult, and I kind of like that because when the game was more tricky, I think that's when it really starts to, I don't know, get good, I guess. Like, the rest of the game was, like, good as
when
well.
it's not too pedestrian, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, otherwise you would get bored, obviously. I know a lot of 3D platform games these days, mostly the ones by Nintendo. They just refuse to up the difficulty until you're in like Secret World number 87, and then
Really?
yeah, Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, but I tend to get stuck around about, well, not really stuck, but start getting frustrated around about like Third World, something like that.
Which Mario game? Which 3D Mario game?
What was the one on the 3DS?
Land?
That was sort of 3D Land.
Yeah, 3D Land.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's interesting. I never had much trouble with that, like, at all. Do you play many, like, 3D platformers?
Maybe it's just my inexperience.
Yeah, that might be
back
it. I mean, well,
yeah.
I guess that's whose Nintendo games are aimed at. You, even though you hate them. Yeah, but for someone who's, more experienced with 3D platformers, stuff like Super Mario Land and World, like, they don't become tricky until after you've already beaten the game. Like in Super Mario 3D World, once you unlock Rosalina, like, past that point is when it actually starts getting difficult. Whereas in Ratchet and Clank here, the campaign's still going on. I haven't finished the story, and it's actually tricky. Huh. How about that?
It's like Mario games are like one of the only ones that do that sort of, sort of like, we call it like post-game levels sort of thing.
Post-game content?
Yeah.
Oh god, this
Sort of,
hold on, this section just destroys the frame rate. I'm not sure if it's obvious in the recording because it's 30 FPS, but
That's when they start shooting because there's so many new objects being added.
yeah, just slows down to a crawl. Maybe it's, although I think you can sort of see it there how just slow everything becomes. It's like an SNES game, like
You can see the bullets.
it's locked to 60 FPS, and if instead of dropping frames, it'll just stretch the frame out. I think Metal Gear Rising does something similar when you break the frame rate on that. Everything just gets slower rather than dropping frames. Yeah, look at that. It's so slow. It's like, is this supposed to be like the Matrix?
God, it is, weirdly slow-mo. That's easy to get caught out on, of course, though, because it may suddenly speed up again.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be actually beneficial to have like that slowdown because you'll be doing like this tight jump and you'll have to do like lots of different inputs, and so, oh, finally you just managed to like edge yourself onto the platform due to it.
That's right there.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah.
Some might have advocated for you to do that sooner.
Well, I didn't want to risk it because the frame rate was so low,
Yeah, you stuck to your guns.
and now I've got two big ones.
See what I did there? Because, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, bear.
Thank you, Raven.
No problem. Yeah, these enemies just seem to destroy the frame rate for whatever reason. Do you remember if it was like that on the PS2 by any chance? Although I'm sure you probably didn't really know what frame rate was.
Probably not.
You didn't
I
really
dunno.
bother
I
with
wouldn't have
thinking
thought
about it.
so.
Well,
Don't know
you know,
for sure.
Mad Dragon, it's funny you mention
Might
that
have had
because
a lower frame rate to begin with, to be fair.
no,
maybe
it was 60 FPS on PS2.
Huh. Oh wow, gaming's just regressed in the latest generation.
Yeah. Yeah, Mad Dragon. You say that, you know, like, we didn't really think about, like, frame rates and stuff like that. And it's... Even though you say that, it's like... I remember playing, like, single-player games, when they would start to, like, have a low frame rate, I'd be saying stuff like, oh man, why is the game lagging and stuff like that? Because, you know, that's, like, what it would be like on online. It would lag, and I just think it's the same.
Back in my day, lag wasn't a thing. We didn't have lag.
Yeah, there was no online multiplayer. You Australians and your fancy internet.
Well, you see, we're super young though, so back in our day it was like the start of the PS3 generation.
It's like, when I was playing this on the PS2, it's like, I would never have thought of, you know, the performance of the game. I just played it.
On the PS2 version, you probably didn't have to because Insomniac are competent developers, unlike the porters Idle 9.